There are some places in this world where time seems to stand still. Where ancient traditions are whispered from generation to generation like precious secrets. The rolling hills of Tuscany, Italy, is one such place. Here, among centuries-old vineyards and silver-leaved olive groves, lived Isabella Rossi. Isabella wasn't just any winemaker. She was the keeper of 5 generations of family legacy, bottled in amber and crimson hues. Her grandfather's words still echoed in her mind whenever she walked between the rows of vines. Wine isn't made with hands, Isabella. It's made with the heart. At 32, she had refused countless offers from international companies eager to buy her small but renowned vineyard. This land was her blood, these vines her veins. How could she ever sell what was essentially herself? Every morning, she would rise before dawn, her fingers tracing the twisted vines with knowing intimacy, checking each grape with the tenderness of a mother examining her child. The locals said Isabella could predict the exact character of a vintage just by holding a single grape to the sunlight. But despite her passion, the vineyard was struggling. A series of poor harvests and increasing competition threatened everything her family had built. Isabella kept these worries locked away, behind a smile as warm as the Tuscan sun. Then one crisp September morning, as mist still clung to the valleys, a dusty Fiat wound its way up the hill toward her villa. Marco Conti, a journalist from Rome, sent to write about the hidden gems of Italian winemaking. Isabella had almost forgotten he was coming. Almost. "I don't have time for journalists," she told him bluntly at the door. "Especially ones who think 3 days is enough to understand what takes a lifetime to master." Marco's eyes, deep brown like fertile soil, didn't flinch. "Then don't teach me everything. Just teach me one thing that matters." Something in his honesty disarmed her. Perhaps it was the way he looked at the land, not with the calculating eyes of a critic, but with genuine reverence. "Fine," she conceded. "But we start now." She handed him pruning shears before he could even set down his notebook. Over the next days, Isabella showed Marco not just her vineyard, but her world. Her calloused hands guided his through the soil. She taught him to listen to the vines, to understand that each one had its own voice, its own story to tell. In the cool of the ancient cellar, surrounded by oak barrels holding liquid time, Isabella finally revealed her secret. A small batch of wine her grandfather had started but never completed. A blend so complex, so potentially perfect, she had been afraid to finish it. Afraid to fail him. "Why are you showing me this?" Marco asked, the dancing candlelight casting shadows across his face. "Because sometimes," she whispered, "we need someone else's eyes to see what we cannot." That night, they worked side by side, blending, tasting, adjusting. When finally they raised their glasses in the pale moonlight filtering through the cellar window, something passed between them. Something unspoken but as potent as the ruby liquid they'd created. To secrets, Marco toasted. To sharing them, Isabella replied. But Marco had a secret of his own. His article wasn't just about wine, it was about struggling family vineyards and the corporate giants slowly consuming them. Isabella's story was meant to be his centerpiece, his evidence of what the world stood to lose. As they stood among the vines on his final day, the truth hovered between them like the scent of approaching rain. Would his words destroy the delicate thing growing between them, as fragile and promising as a new vine? And Isabella, looking into his eyes, suddenly understood that some secrets, like the finest wines, reveal themselves in their own time. Some stories, like the one they had just begun, need patience to unfold their true character. The question wasn't whether she would lose her vineyard. The question was whether they would lose each other.